For my second star statement, I'm going to talk about obtaining a nonprofit internship in New York City through Wake Forest Connections. And so the situation at hand was that I was a freshman looking for something to do with my summer, and so I have interest in public policy and nonprofit work. So during one class, the professor mentioned that he had a former student, a fellow Wake Forest alum, who operated a church and nonprofit in Manhattan, and so he told the class if you wanted to get involved with this, just let him know. And so I did. I was interested. So it sounded like a fascinating and well worth way to spend my time this summer. And so in order to make that a reality, I had to complete a couple of different steps. First is that with the help of a professor, I initiated contact with the alum in New York City. He essentially said it was okay, I could intern there. We went over preliminary responsibilities. I'll be focusing on the Hurricane Sandy recovery efforts in New York City, which were still going on at that point in time, and also a preliminary dayline, a preliminary schedule for me when I arrive, what my weeks might look like, my daily life might look like, etc. In order to actually go to New York City, I had to apply to Wake Forest to get research grant funding. Again, I would be researching both nonprofit efforts in New York City, but specifically in the lens of the Hurricane Sandy recovery. And so I wrote up a 6-page proposal, submitted a proposal budget and preliminary research, and was able to get that approved. And so with all that in mind, I was able to go to New York City. I had accommodations, was able to enjoy my summer, work with this nonprofit, and explore the nonprofit response to Hurricane Sandy within New York City. At the end of my summer, when I came back to Wake Forest in September, I actually presented my research findings and my experiences to the Wake Forest community through the undergraduate research day. And so I think the main takeaways from the STAR statement are, in terms of result, was that I was able to increase my communication abilities through presenting my research, but also managerially be able to work through a project, be able to work through any obstacles I faced in order to make this summer a reality. So I think those are broadly applicable skills that any employer find useful, especially the one I'm applying for the CNS Final Project, which is the ZSR Summer Fellowship, which involves grant making. And so that's my second STAR statement.